welcome to Shanghai. I'm Wang Ying.
Hello, I'm He Jian. Improvisational theater, or improv for short, is a type of live theater performance where everything is made up on the spot. No stage setting, props, costumes, script, only artists on the stage improvise their dialogues and acting. And in a city like Shanghai, where audiences are always looking for something new, it's not surprising that improv's popularity is growing when you can never see the same show twice.
So my name is Irong. So the improv club I am co-managing is called SMAC. So SMAC is founded 16 years ago. 5 years ago, I joined the first SMAC open session and I fell in love with it. You're just doing it for joy, like for fun. You don't even ask people like, oh, what is your job? You just, on stage, no matter where you're from and how old you are, and all you need to focus is to build a scene together. So I think that is the most beautiful part to me.
So what exactly is improv theater? Its origin can be traced back to ancient Rome, when performers were put on a mask and improvised exaggerated comedy. But it wasn't until the 20th century that the modern version of improv would begin to fall into place.
A lot of people think improv is so difficult because, there's no script, right? So how do you guys do it? How do you control your show quality? What if it go wrong? What if audience throw like bad answers? Actually, we also have a principle where we embrace failure. Like sometimes if the scene fail, the audience actually, they burst in laughter. So when audience, they draw like a suggestion that I understand, I would probably just ask my teammate, hey, what is that? And I don't understand, like whatever is that, I just say it out loud on the stage. So like actually on the stage, the audience, they understand everything is improvised. So they are actually more lenient than you think. They would give you this encouragement, like sometimes if you don't know how to, they would clap for you. It's very fair to say that the show is completed together with the audience.
And there are actually different types of improv, with the two major categories, short form and long form.
We have something like short form is for the audience, long form is for the improviser. That means audience probably find short form more engaging, more entertaining, because short form is basically games, which it already has a certain rules to play. For example, there's a game where, how to play this game is, for example, you ask questions only. Or, this is the scene where if he says something and there's like a host, he would cancel whatever you said and you add upon stuff like that. Like there are certain rules to it.
Knock, knock.
Hello?
You. I warned you 3 times.
Yes, and today's 4.
Yes.
Here we can see short form is quite dynamic, fast-paced, and it's relying on some quick jokes. While the long form is quite different. It's about building a narrative, it's about creating different characters, and put all those things together.
Long form is more of what we call freestyle, but sometimes that's why we practice. Some people would ask, if you're improvised, why do you have this practice session, right? So what we're practicing is just like a group mind, or you get to know your teammate, and sometimes you have some inside joke. So it's super fun to perform in long form. So long form is sort of freestyle, but you still have a basic structure of it. So it's more challenging for us.
The Improv Club now has 2 shows a month, and they are free to anyone interested. And you are not just invited to watch, but also take part.
For improv, we have this community that's truly accepting and so inclusive. Anyone, whether they have talent or not, and we don't really care if somebody's English is not good enough as a native speaker. Anyone can join this art.
A horse. A horse.
A horse!
Our impressive 16th birthday gift is a horse.
It's a horse.
Audiences here, they work through any ideas as performers. They will look for the potential in the ideas, and it's quite important that they cannot be scared of having to put themselves into impassive waters.
they create the story right at your place, right at the scene. So you never know how it will finish. So that's why it brings some new emotions. That's why it's so interesting to watch.
They invite people to come up with subjects, things for the performers to react and act on. I think that's really fun.
And that's why improv is such a valuable skill. Without props, it's just artists and their scene partners. It's about mimicking and imagining, and because of that, they need to be open to new ideas and to be a great collaborator.
Improv training system follows 8 principles. 8 principles. They're called active agreement, trust, active listening, commitment, support, presence, top of intelligence, and unity. These different principles help us make our partner look good, understand the audience, listen actively, and build together, even though we don't have a script. In improv, you're going to be safe because you're not on stage alone. And whatever you do, your partners are going to support you and make you look good. Improv is great for improving communication skills, building confidence, and actually just making friends and networking. So the thing about improv, it's different than stand-up. You're not by yourself. You're safe. No matter what you do, you're going to have fun. Oh! I broke it. Are they going to make me pay for that? I'm an artist. I don't have money.
The humor in improv really comes from the reaction that my partner makes to something that I said, because the humor is more natural and more spontaneous that way. So unlike in stand-up, where it's a one-man or a one-woman show, all the humor is consecrated by that one person's preparation. We have to prepare as a whole team, and we have our group mind and team spirit that truly makes our performances great.
The membrane is blinding my sight.
And what comes with that is the sense of community. So when I found improv, I found that not only did I find this art form that I love, I also found a group of really committed people that I can perform with and play with, and I can meet them every week to have practices with them. And that's what truly makes this community great, in my opinion.
I see a promising market in China. There is so many improv teams now. There's a lot of Chinese improv, there's French improv, there's English improv, there's intercultural improv. The more improv, the better, in my opinion, because improv is an art form for everybody. Anybody can try it.
For those having trouble getting some shut-eye, Sleep No More has got you covered. The immensely successful immersive theater production is unveiling a special edition just for Shanghai. Let's find out more. A new version of Sleep No More has taken Shanghai by storm. The special edition comes 8 years after Punch Drunk first brought it to Shanghai. It will feature more details and backstories of the characters. Also, the 3-plot narrative will be condensed to 2 plots, reducing the performance time from 3 to 2 hours.
This is the first time that we've decided to sort of lead you to a special place, to a unique secret, to a little bit of information about a room that you've never been to. This sort of lets you step into the dark with a little bit of guidance so that you begin to recognize that when you're released into classic Sleep No More, this experience lets the audience interact a little bit, become part of a story that then you may become an observer in later.
Since its premiere on December the 14th, 2016, at McKinnon Hotel in Qing'an District, more than 2,200 shows have been performed of the Shanghai edition of Sleep No More, produced by SMG Live. Total attendance has reached 620,000 people, and revenue over that period has exceeded 560 million yuan. Sleep No More in New York, playing since 2011, closed in January this year, leaving Shanghai as the only edition still running. It's also the longest-running international show in the city's history.
对于不眠之夜来说呢，它其实在上海，它已经不只是一个剧场，而是一个以内容 IP 为延伸的这么一个内容的一个驱动力，用它去驱动在整个上海去落地各种的沉浸式的商旅体验，这个是我们在新改版之后的一个目标。
Sleep No More was created by Punch Drunk, a multi-award-winning theater company. It is based on Shakespeare's Macbeth, told through a dark cinematic lens. Apart from Sleep No More, SMG Live will also present other residential shows this year to attract more people from different parts of China and abroad.
Give me a beat.
6. A musical written by Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss was adapted from the true story of 6 ex-wives of King Henry VIII. It has won 35 international awards since its premiere in 2017. Starting on May the 21st, the original English musical production will be a residential show at Majestic Theater in Shanghai. In November, Les Miserables, the Arena Spectacular, produced by Cameron McIntosh, will begin a residential show at Shanghai Grand Theater. The production commemorated the 40th anniversary of the musical's record-breaking performance at London's West End. If you've got a question for us, you can find us on all the socials.
We'd love to hear from you. You can find all our content online as well and join us here on Dragon TV, Monday to Friday.
Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.